So I am not going to allow this video to be longer than 10 minutes. If it's longer than 10 minutes, I'm going to divide them into episodes. And yeah, what I want to talk about today is why you can't lose that belly fat, why you can't lose weight, despite say you've tried everything, despite you going to the gym every day, despite you eating healthy every day, despite you exercising every day. I'm going to tell you why you cannot lose that weight, why the fat isn't budging. Before I do that, my name is Imeba, and if you have to go to my all the videos, I talk about health, fitness, and everything. So go to my website. On my website, you'll see a page titled Health, Fitness, and Health Stuff. Fitness and Health. Click on that page and click on it, and you will see all the videos I've made talk about how I went from being a very fat guy to looking like this today. See, I visited my sister last year in England, and she was shocked. She asked me if I'm sick. I said, no, I'm not sick. I can't be sick. God forbid, like we say in Nigeria, to fiako, blood of Jesus, can't be sick. See, where I come from, in my culture, being big is considered a thing. Being big is admired, is considered like wealth, like you've arrived. Being fat is considered beauty. Our beauty standard circles around fat women, fat nyachis, fat chicks, fat neck, fat everything. But see, I've talked about, I think there's a video I made where I asked why men, especially black men, why we black men, why African men die earlier than African women. Despite say African women are fatter than the men. I didn't explain why that question. I did not answer that question, but I want to tell you guys why. Just a little, without going into much details, I want to tell you today why. See, there is something called visceral fat. Now, we mistake pregnant men to fat women. African women are not fat in the sense of having visceral bad fat around their organs and their waist. No, if you check a typical that market woman sitting in the market in Africa selling onions, selling tomato, that woman she will sit there from morning till night, not moving, not going anywhere. She's big, very big. If that woman stands up, you will notice that woman doesn't accumulate visceral fat. But then you will see black men, African men with pregnancy. You will see African men or guys, big men, carrying pregnancy. You will see them looking like tomatoes. That's the difference. Those women don't carry bad fat. Those women are naturally built to be like that. That is why the world is copying it now. That is why everybody is copying it now. White women are going to do BBL, putting things in their lips just to look like black women. The same beauty standard they used to condemn years back. Anyways, it's not what I'm here to talk about today. What I want to tell you today is the reason why you can't lose that weight, why you are fat, why you, despite everything you've tried, you still have not been able to lose the fat. Go to my website, www.crackhouse.com. Click on health and fitness issues. There's a page up there, and you will see all my videos where I talked about everything. And what I am going to tell you now is not based on papers somebody wrote somewhere, sometime, some country, somewhere. No, what I'm going to tell you is what I did, what worked for me, what I did, how I went from looking like, I don't know, from being a pregnant man to looking like this. I am getting to 50. I'm approaching the big 5-0. I feel like a 20-year-old guy. I can run 20 kilometers to run 20 kilometers to back, to and fro. The English people will say to and fro. Altogether 40 kilometers without breaking a sweat. Yes, I'll break a sweat because I'm breaking sweat because it's summer. But I can run 20 kilometers and 20 kilometers back, 40 kilometers without breaking a sweat, a single sweat, no. I do 100 push-up, no stress. am physically fit. I am physically fit, and I'm not. Yes, fuck that. Let me brag about it, because I have put in work. I've put in work. I have disciplined myself to be what I am today, to be where I am today. So without wasting much of your time, if you go to my website, you will see the videos I've talked about all these things, the processes, what I did, how I went from things to this, the discipline, just knowing like how I set a goal for myself, how I told myself, hey, this is what you want, this is what you're going to achieve, this is what. Yes, something made me do it. Yes, I've said it several times. I was diagnosed with high blood pressure and sleep apnea. But if you look at my neck now, you will see there is no fat in my neck. There is no fat anywhere. See, if you see, if not for the sweat, you will notice that there is no fat on my neck, nothing. The sleep apnea is gone, blood pressure normalized, everything gone. I used to talk about people eating like you should eat fruit, and I used to tell people all those things, eat fruit, but then I come to realize that, hey, you are not telling people the real thing, what the whole story. What fruit should people be eating? People should eat fruits that are in season. If you're in the West, fruits don't grow in the West. The only things that grow in the West are berries and apples. So where will you get pineapple to eat in the West? Where will you get pawpaw to eat in the West? If you're eating watermelon in the West, those things don't contain seeds. And any fruits that don't contain seeds, how did that food came to be? So I'm like, hey, anyways, the reason why you haven't been able to lose fat, to lose weight, is because you're going about it the wrong way. There is no, listen to me very carefully. There is no hips. There is no hips. There is no magical, there is no technique, no magical technique. No hips. There is nothing anybody is going to ask you to do that is going to help you lose weight, fat, lose that belly fat. If you want to look good, there is nothing nobody is going to tell you to do that is going to help you do that. Fat isn't going to help you do anything, lose weight. You are going about it the wrong way. Everything you're doing, you're not doing it right. You're doing what every other person is doing. They are telling you, buy herbs, do this, come do that. There is no herbs that is going to help you lose fat. No. The only thing that is gonna not the only thing, there are so many things, but the only thing that is gonna help you lose weight, which that worked for me, and I believe can work and will work for every other person, because we are all biological creatures, we are all human beings. The only thing I know that's going to work for you, is going to help you lose weight, is you stop eating. It's not rocket science. Stop eating. Just stop eating. See, have you ever heard of something called autophagy? Autophagy. You can only get into autophagy by way of fasting. If you stop eating, you stop eating your so many people have talked about the liver. They talk about the liver making glucose using by process called glycogenesis or something. They say when the liver depletes all the stored glucose, it sends you into ketosis or something like that. See, I don't buy into that. I believe, yes, I know ketosis is real, because I experience it. I live it every day. I am currently living in ketosis as I'm speaking to you now. The last time I ate was 11 a.m. yesterday. So I'm currently in the state of ketosis, if not autophagy, and I've just finished running 5-6 kilometers. Last time I ate was 11 a.m. yesterday. This is 9 a.m. This is 9 a.m. today. I've just finished running 6 kilometers. Do I look like someone who ate like do I? And I'm not hungry. The funny thing it's surprisingly I am not hungry. Sorry if I'm mixing English and all those things. I beg your pardon. I'm not just like, I am not hungry. I'm not hungry. It's fucking unbelievable. I am not hungry. I'm not like, I'm not even tasty. I am not even tasty. I don't have taste. I'm not hungry. I can leave this vehicle now and still run another 10 kilometers. See, you have to understand that the human body is designed to work in this condition. The human body is designed to be at its optimum performance under this condition. But when you're eating every minute, you're eating every 2 hours, you're eating every 3 hours, you constantly keep your body in a state of survival. Like your body has to survive. Do you even realize that anything we put in our mouth is poisonous to our body? Even the water you drink is poisonous to your body. You're not supposed to drink it. You don't need it. When you're thirsty, your body will figure out a way to keep you going. Believe me, the things they call food, those things are fucking herbs. They sell you herbs. Herbs are fucking toxic to your body. That is why they activate you. They make your body start to detox. So I am throwing words here, there without really being focused. So the reason why you haven't been able to lose weight is because you're not doing it right. You're eating. You go to the gym, you work hard, you're running, you're doing all these things, and then still go back home to eat bread. Still go back home to eat the same thing you've been eating, expecting a different result. It's not gonna work. It's not going to work. You go to the gym, you spend 3 hours in the gym, you spend 4 hours in the gym, and then you still go back home to eat heavy carbohydrate food. You still go back home to eat products you people call food, because some of you are eating products but expect a different result. It's not gonna work, because you have not allowed your body to do what your body is supposed to do. You have not allowed your body to do what you want your body to do, which is burn the excess fat in your body. See, you can be jogging, going to the gym, carrying this, doing this, that, going there, doing this. The fat you're trying to burn is sitting somewhere, chilling, watching you. The fat is just chilling, asking itself or herself, what is this guy trying to do? What is this? What does this guy think he or she is doing? It's until if you don't fast, if you've never put yourself in a fasted mode for like 16 hours, which is just the minimum, for at least 16 hours, you're wasting your fucking time. If you don't fast, at least, if you want to lose weight, I give you 1 week. 1 week. Practice intermittent fasting, extended fasting. Eat within a 4-hour window and let the rest of the hours don't eat nothing, don't snack, don't do nothing. 1 week, even 3 days, you will see the fat will reduce. You will lose the fat without even stressing. You will lose the fat without stressing. You don't need gym. You don't need to go to any gym. I haven't been to a gym in my life. I haven't been to a gym in my entire life, and I will never go to any gym. For what? The same way I said I don't listen to doctors again, whatever. The only reason I go to a doctor if they don't feel like doing something, I go to the doctor to get checked up. I'm not going to any doctor to tell me shit. Because they can't tell me shit. I know the truth, and the truth has set me free. And it can also set you free. I used to tell people stop eating meat, or until I realized that, hey, the meat is not the fucking problem. The meat is not the problem. The problem is not the meat. The problem is how we eat the meat and the kind of meat we eat. No, see, when you know the truth, you feel like, what the fuck? You feel like you've been living a fucking lie. Once you know the truth, once the truth hits you, it feels like born again. That thing we used to say, born again in Nigeria. Say you've been reborn. Say you've born again. You're doing it wrong. No hips. If there is no medicine, no drug that is going to make you lose weight. They say Ozempic. There is something called Ozempic. The blowback is going to be heavy. The only natural way you can lose weight is if you stop eating. And the only way you can do that if you start, like, you start making the things you eat. You start making your own food. Let me tell you what that is going to do to you. When you start making your own food, you will, from the beginning of you starting to prepare your food till when that food is ready to be eaten, will take like 30 minutes, give and take. Within that 30 minutes, you will like see the things you want to put in that pot. You will see the things going into that plate. And then you will ask yourself, do I seriously want to eat this? I'm trying to be healthy. I'm trying to live healthy. Do I want to eat this? Let's say you want to make a cake. Say, since you can't live without sugar, you want to make a cake. You want to bake a cake to eat. Because you don't want to go to the supermarket to buy the ready-made processed one, because you've convinced yourself that those ones are bad, but the one you make at home is good. Like you want to make waffle at home, because you've convinced yourself that the waffle at the grocery shop is bad, but the one you want to make at home with the same ingredients is okay. From the beginning of the time you pour them with bleach white flour into that bowl to mix with sugar and what is that thing called, baking powder, cheese and egg and all those things, and margarine. From the moment you start that process till when the cake is ready to be eaten, will like be give and take 1 hour. In that 1 hour, you will ask yourself, when you want to add the sugar in the bowl, you will ask yourself, do I really want to eat this? That's the difference between you making your own food and eating fast food. If you want to lose weight, get rid of your visceral fat. It's called visceral fat. Everybody's got one, because the fat is what's holding your body, your organs in place. Fat is what's holding all your vital organs, your important organs in place. Your kidney, your lungs, your heart. Everybody's got it. I have it. Mine is only 5% or 4% now, I guess. But when it's excess, when it's too much, it starts to cause inflammation. And what makes it gets too much is insulin, because we eat too much. I will talk about insulin in a separate video if I haven't already talked about it. If I haven't spoken about it already, go on my website www.crackhouse.com. Click on the health and fitness page, and you will see all my videos. You download them, read all my pamphlets, all the things I've gone through, the things I did to be this person today. I wanted to tell you what happened when I visited my sister in England. She was shocked, asked me, are you sick? I said, no, I'm not. I used to be sick when I used to be that big. When everybody thought I was fine, I was good looking, I was healthy, yeah. That was when I was sick. That was when I couldn't sleep, I couldn't climb staircase, I couldn't walk, I couldn't run, I couldn't breathe. I was struggling to fucking breathe. I had high blood pressure, sleep apnea, I had headache every day. I couldn't fucking sleep. I couldn't breathe. I was breathing like because I was so big. My neck was. See, I will put the picture. I said, no, I'm not sick. I'm living my best life. I'm approaching 50, but I'm living my best life. I'm at optimum homeostasis. If you want to be healthy, look, there are things you have to start sacrificing. You have to sacrifice some things to get the answer you are looking for. Don't be doing the same shit. Don't be eating sugar every day. And when you start to feel a little, when you start to get anxiety, when the sugar gives you anxiety because your blood, the sugar in your blood is too much, insulin is, your blood sugar is spiking, jumping down, up and down, and then this gives you anxiety and it gives you heart palpitations. You start to freak out. You start to wonder why you're sick. When somebody tells you, hey, this is what you should do, this is what you should stop doing, especially if you've crossed 40, especially if you are above, if you're over 40 years old, you're eating sugar, eating cake, eating biscuit, drinking all this nonsense, wheat and bullshit, protein mix and bullshit, but then you expect to be healthy. Come on, man. The only way for you to be healthy is if you look back, you look at your life, look at the things you eat, discipline yourself and learn to be like, eat real stuff. Go on my website, download some videos and just watch. Like I said, if I have missed out on anything I wanted to say here, I have somewhere to go. So I think I'm in a bit of a hurry, but I will be on my website. You will be seeing me talk about things like this. In my next video, I'm going to really tell you what I did, what I did to lose weight, how I went from 120 kilograms to 72 kilos now. I'll see you in my next video. I'm Baku. Like, share, and subscribe. Love you all and stay healthy.